Hey everyone, Melanie Nelson here, international trainer and speaker, entrepreneur, and I'm going to get in the habit of answering questions via video that I receive in person at the events that I train at, whether they're my events or I'm asked to speak at them. So I got a really interesting question from a lady shortly after I got off stage. I was headed to the washroom and she stopped me and she said, "Where do you get your power from?" Now, something happens to me when I go on stage. Something comes alive in me that doesn't come alive until I'm on stage training, until I'm living in the moment truly and in my purpose. And I am the most animated and powerful version of myself when I'm on stage. But that can't happen without some pretty foundational elements in place, you guys. And I thought, you know what? I do get a lot of statements about, you're so energetic and you look so young for your age, and what do you do? So I'm just going to share with you guys what I've been doing for probably 20 years as far as a self-care regimen, because my power is because of my self-care regimen. Now, for some of you, this might be ridiculously overwhelming, and so I don't want you to be like, oh, I can't do all of that, so I'm not going to do any of it. No. Choose one or two things that you could improve upon, that you could actually implement into your daily life. One or two things, and stick to it, and make it a habit, and make it something new that you do for yourself every single day. It's really that simple, you guys. I didn't become this healthy overnight. Out of college, I was overweight. Out of high school, I was eating incredibly unhealthy, and I didn't even know it, right? It wasn't until I went to college and I learned about nutrition and food and health and all of that fun stuff, anatomy, physiology, pathophysiology, that I really started learning, and that was in my past life when I was in the health industry. But nonetheless, I really learned that I have control over my health, and it's about my daily choices. So I say, for me, physically, mentally, and spiritually are the three foundational elements of how I tap into my power, how I am my best self that I could potentially be each and every day. And some days are better than others, right? Some days I feel like ass, just like everybody else. But physically, I want to move my body every day. Now, whether that's a 30-minute walk around my neighborhood with my dog, or that's a 30, 45-minute workout. I love this app called Daily Burn. Thank you, Chelsea, for introducing me to that app. It is so phenomenal. Daily Burn. And the exercise options on there are fan-freaking-tastic. So get my heart rate up, get sweating. And I really have sort of passed the days of like really extreme working out. Although I love it. I love extreme. I did triathlons. I did, things like that. But I just want to be able to move my body 20 to 30 minutes a day at bare minimum. Okay. And like I said, a walk is sufficient. Supplements. I have a ridiculous and wicked supplement regimen. So I'm not even going to tell you everything I take because it would probably scare most of you. And I've been doing that for 20 plus years. I started supplementing at 19 years old because I believe in prevention, and I believe that every single day our body needs vitamins and minerals and fats, and a lot of times I'm not getting that in my diet. A, because I travel a lot. Two, because it's just not present in our soil anymore. Therefore, it's not present in the plants. And by the time the plants and the food get to our grocery store and to our house and on our kitchen table, they're practically effing dead. So supplementation is absolutely a necessity disguised as a luxury. Dr. Deidre Mason says that, and I believe her. It's been true for me. I've been supplementing for prevention, and it is helping prevent aging. So I do supplement, and I have some favorites and foundational ones that if you're interested, I can send you a link on where you can get them online, etc. Because I have vetted over the years countless lines of supplementation. Vetted meaning tried, meaning researched, meaning put in my body and tested to see which ones are really truly the best. And I feel like I've found the ones that are best for me. Clean eating, okay? This is like, I love fucking French fries and salt and nachos. Oh, Mexican food. You know, you believe me, I'm a foodie and I can eat. But 80 to 90% of the time, I'm eating super clean. Lots of plants, lots of plant protein, and occasionally some lean flesh. Occasionally, like mainly fish, and you know, occasionally I love a good steak though. You know, I'm an Alberta girl. Lots of freaking water, holy buckets. I drink a lot of liquids in a day, and not caffeine based, not stimulant based, not juice based, but like really good liquids, okay? So that's physically. Mentally, I have a morning routine, which includes exercise, but it also just includes doing something for my heart. It includes listening to music or an audio. It includes affirmations or looking at my dream board or reading my action plan or goal statement, or all of the above. Really, everything that I do physically for myself also affects me mentally. So those two are synergistic. Okay, everything I'm doing for my body makes me a healthier, happier person up here, period, over and out. But mentally, you know, there are days where I want to check out, you know, or I go, okay, I'm not going to stream some Netflix until I do this, you know, and then it becomes a reward. Then it's really something that I'm enjoying as a reward versus a lazy habit. Okay, so this is how I trick myself mentally into happiness, because you can. Your body has a beautiful pharmacy of its freaking own, and you can take advantage of it. You can literally trick your body into happiness. So a lot of times, like I have a sauna at home, and I love taking a sauna, but like what I do is I say, okay, once I'm done XYZ that I need to do, because I don't have to do anything, I'm financially free. But once I do it, then I can take a sauna. And then the sauna is like, yay, sauna, even though it's in my home and I could do it anytime. I make it a reward, and again, tricking my brain to be happy. Mental health, you guys. This is how I tap into the power that's already within me. The body is a fucking miracle. All right, spiritually, I connect with nature as much as possible. I love being outdoors, and I love bringing the outdoors in. So anybody who's ever been to any of my homes knows I have like plants everywhere. Okay, I love nature, and I want to connect with it as much as humanly possible. I find spiritual growth and connection, like real connection with people that I love, that feed me, that make me happy, you know, that encourage me and that I'm encouraging them, that I can laugh with, you know, people who are positive, and that feeds me spiritually. That makes me feel connected, you know, and I just tap into what makes my heart and soul sing. And I do that as often as possible, not just on Sundays, right? That's an important thing, you know, to really recognize, is a lot of times people are really only feeding themselves spiritually one day a week. And it's important that that happens daily, because every single day that you wake up and you put your feet to the floor and you breathe in the air of a new day, you've got to feed yourself. You've got to feed yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, because you're here for at least another full day, hopefully, right? No promises, you guys. So choose one or two things that really spoke to you from what I just talked about, and say, hey, that's what I'm going to implement. Like, you might already have a rockin' physical routine, but maybe you aren't doing the mental or the spiritual. Either way, pick something that's saying to you, or something you know you've been meaning to do for a while, and really actually stick to it. That's the key here, is daily consistency and a routine. Now, I don't have a routine. I'm all over the flippin' world, and I don't have to get up, and most of the time I have no freaking clue what day it is. Sometimes not even what month it is, because I don't have a job, and I no longer have the kid thing going on. You know, so it's like you just don't know. I'm like, I don't know what day it is. But no matter what, I still do most of that every day. You know, not every day is perfect. Everything I do is imperfect. Everything that I execute is done imperfectly. And part of the problem that's probably preventing you from doing more of these things is that you think you've got to be perfect all the time in the execution of this, and you don't. You've just got to do it and do it imperfectly. And that's how you love yourself. That's how you tap into your power. At least it's worked for me. Hope this helps. Thanks, you guys.